The laptop that we share is open on the desk. I look at it like I do dozens of times a day. But this time, I see that my boyfriend has been texting his ex. They've even met each other in secret. And I read that they have shared an ecstatic kiss. I can't believe it. I have been doing everything for him, for this man, stayed in New York for him, supported him. I literally feel dizzy and nauseous. The room spins. My heart breaks. Thinking back to that morning on the subway, I already feel dead inside. The law books that I carry weigh down my body and my spirit. On the crowded train, I search for a seat simply so I can crack open a book and read gruesome details of kidnapping and torture. Bleary-eyed and stressed, I'm wondering, why am I so unhappy? I always wanted to be a human rights lawyer, to fight injustice, to stand up for the oppressed. Yes, because I care. But honestly, I really just wanted validation. I wanted to prove to the world that I am worthy. I thought that would make me happy. He comes home and I feel violent. I punch couch cushions and scream. Our neighbor offers me Valium. For more days than I can count, I don't want to be alive. With law degree in hand, I feel like a loser. I'm 7 years old in the family therapist's office, wondering why I'm even there. The conversation revolves around my mom and my older sister and alcohol. Pointing to my older sister, the therapist asks my mom, if you had to choose between her and alcohol, what would you do? My mom hesitates before she answers. This becomes family lore. She hesitated. Finally, I am included in the conversation. The therapist asks me how all of this impacts me. Me? I'd rather be at school playing with my friends than in this creepy office. It seems like my mom and my sister always fight. I don't want to make things worse, so I try to be really good. I stay quiet. I try not to need anything. I just want everyone to be okay. The therapist labels me codependent, and it's a long time before I learn what that means. I learn a lot of other things, though, coping mechanisms like people pleasing and perfectionism, hypervigilance, and hiding. The next year, my parents surprised me with a rhinestone tiara. It sparkles in the sunshine like so many diamonds. And my eyes sparkle with girlhood dreams and the feeling that anything is possible. It's not even my birthday, no special occasion, and I get a rhinestone tiara. My sister doesn't get anything. I don't think much of it, but she pulls away. Can't stand to be around me, but I crave her attention. I follow her around like a shadow, and she ignores me. I peek around the doorframe of her room, clutching my toy. Do you want to play? I ask. Go away. As we get older, I try to copy her style. She is so cool. I admire her so much. I try to make her love me. There's a hole in my heart, and nothing can fill it. I left the cheating boyfriend, but the wounds don't leave me. The tension at home, the pulling away, the ache for approval, it all eats away at me. At the age of 35, I'm feeling dull and hopeless. I just want to feel like I was when I was that little girl, bright eyes with this tiara on her head. I explore healing modalities, self-help activities that I once considered cringe. In a workshop, I stare at a prompt. What is your deepest desire? I recite my desires: a house, a family, financial freedom. It's true, I deeply desire these things. But as I stare at the words I have written, my perspective shifts. shaped by my teachers, Layla Martin and Leola Watkins. I feel it in my body for the first time. Even if I achieve all of these desires, it won't bring me peace. And I hear a quiet voice in my head. It's a quiet yet bold, undeniable whisper. My deepest desire is to genuinely and fiercely love my whole self. I write whole self in all caps. Now, I don't actually know what it means to love myself, but I feel like I'm onto something. I become a student of self-love. With the support of a trusted therapist, I reason that if love is a verb, then I will know that I love myself by what I think and what I do. To modify how I think, I write mantras and repeat them daily. I treat myself as well as I treat others. My needs, desires, and preferences are valid. I don't seek or cling to validation. Then I test them in the real world. What if I sit in the most comfortable chair? Will they all be mad? What if I say no to my friend? Will she abandon me? What if I ask for what I really want? Will I be rejected? Most of the time, the answer is no. People honor my preferences, respect my boundaries, and my desires, they're possible, but only if I claim them first. My number one mantra becomes, I create my own reality. I am the common denominator in my life. And when I bet on the strategies of a hurt 7-year-old, I do lose. People pleasing led me to a career that was not for me, led me to put myself last and my ex-boyfriend first, left me feeling unfulfilled and invisible. I created that. And now with every micro choice, I'm creating something different. Messages pour in for my birthday, texts, DMs, calls. By the next day, I notice my sister didn't call or even text. I could overlook this, let it slide into the archive of unexpressed pain. That's not who I am anymore. Using a framework from Leola, I invite her into a vulnerable conversation. My hurt little girl asks, do you even want me at your wedding? Her hurt little girl asks, why didn't you congratulate me on my master's? We navigate the hurts and disappointments, listen to each other, and hold space. Looking back now as an adult, I see it all so clearly. The tiara, not to mention the princess canopy bed, how I was adored for my blonde hair, my eagerness to please, her rebellion, her punishments, my presence. Of course it hurt her. Of course she pulled away. Of course I felt unworthy. Thanks to the magic of this uncomfortable conversation, I finally see that I have put my sister in an impossible position. I have healed my people-pleasing and validation-seeking in most of my other relationships. But she is the last person who still holds the keys to my self-worth. She didn't ask for that power. Reclaiming it turns out to be the most important piece of the self-love puzzle. And from that moment on, I vow to love her authentically, not as a transaction where she fills the hole in my heart. As I've learned to love myself, I still hold dear the values that made me want to help others. It doesn't have to look like being a human rights lawyer. For me now, it looks like leading helping conversations. Coaching, I go into corporate spaces and I teach them how to trust. I facilitate large groups and I teach them how to collaborate. I facilitate intimate groups and we talk about what's deep. I get to be a helper. Only now I don't do it to earn love. Now I fill my own cup and I get to give from the overflow.
So amazing. Such a powerful story.